I've done so much stupid things, man. It's funny because the person I am today, bro, I just be looking back at that stuff. I'm like, bro, like,
no, like
how?
No, bro. Oh my gosh, no. Especially people who know me from high school, bro.
Oh.
Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, Mom, I'm sorry, but like, your son was out here. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Yo, Don, the mic on?
Yeah, we straight.
All right, bet.
Yo, what is up, YouTube, man? It's your boy Don Polo, man.
Man, it's your boy Nate. Hey, and welcome to another episode of
Let's Be Serious,
man. Yeah,
man. The first thing first, we just want to say thank God, because just thank God for for the first video. Thank God for being able to have this podcast. And, thank God for allowing us to be here. Now, I know a lot of y'all probably wondering where the heck have we been?
Like, y'all posted one video and y'all going AFK? What's going on?
One hit wonder? Man, look, that's not the story at all, man. It's actually way deeper than that. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And not to talk your head off, but really, these past 2.5 months have really been a true testament of how bad we really want this.
For real.
Like, we've experienced a lot. So to get into that, so after Derek podcast, which is a great podcast, shout out Derek, man. We love y'all. We appreciate you. It's really, being the first person to get on our podcast. That was a great podcast. Everything went well, right? And the next few weeks, we kept recording podcasts. We had a lot of individuals who came. Yeah. Solo podcast between me and Nate. A great vibes, great podcast. Mm-hmm. And literally randomly out of nowhere, our software just completely just went haywire. We lost audios. We lost clips.
Bro, it was just like all the audio was gone. You know what I'm saying? All the clips were gone.
Like everything, to the point we was like, okay, what's going on? Like we were driving to DC to meet with people. We're literally over here on the phone for hours, with the
customer service people,
customer service,
trying to
tech control, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Like, why is it that
how did it disappear?
Right. Literally to the point guys, it was just a long, tedious process of really trying to retrieve all of the audio and files that we had, and to the point that ultimately we literally had to live with the consequence that we didn't have it. So we lost 5 podcasts.
Yeah.
5 podcasts.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Over the span of 5 weeks. So it was just a lot of just anger. First thing, for a lot of frustration, A
lot of frustration, but me and Danielle, once we realized that, we're serious about it. Yeah. So it's gonna get harder, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was really just, not letting y'all down. You get what I'm saying? And really not letting ourselves, because we have so much potential, we have so much creativity, and so much we would like to share and help people. And so when that time came for us, it was such an unsettling reality, because why now? You get what I'm saying?
Like, why that we're starting and we're actually starting to get people to love us. Like, people are loving us, bro.
I'm trying to tell you.
And shout out to y'all for sure.
Really shout out, man. Y'all showed a lot of love, and a lot of people, to the point, it's always, when's the next video? When's the next podcast?
Can I be on it?
Right. And y'all literally do not know, from the bottom of our heart, we are truly appreciative. For real. Those DMs, the small comments, everything, those really do. That makes our day. That makes our day. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But following that, you get what I'm saying? Just like when anything happens in life, you know what I'm saying? We had every reason to say, you know what, it's done, bro. Maybe this is God. This is God giving us. Maybe this is for us. You feel me? Maybe this is for us. But we kept going through it.
We kept going through it, and that's the thing, Brand. It's like, even though you're trying to go for that long-term goal, there's always going to be those obstacles in front of you. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to try.
It's always going to be. Become, tell you something, because what we're doing, we're chasing our dream. You get what I'm saying? Right. And the thing about chasing your dream is, it's a system in place that's meant to break you down, so you can't chase your dream. You get what I'm saying? To the point that it programs us that you want to chase money.
I feel like if that was the case, everybody would be a celebrity.
Bro, everybody would be a celebrity. You get what I'm saying?
Everybody would be famous, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. But those people are not strong, and I'm not coming for nobody. But if I'm being real, not a people are able to take the heat. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes 100%. You got to step out the kitchen and realize, okay, I'm not ready.
Yeah, no, for sure. And a lot of people, they overestimate what they can do in a short amount of time. Right. Or they're too, quote unquote, cocky with not enough freaking experience or even product to show that they can do something. You get what I'm saying? We had a great podcast with Jawan and so many other people, but a lot of certain individuals, you know, they always say they have a dream, they have a vision, et cetera, but they never actually make it happen. You get what I'm saying? To the point they make excuses. Oh, my car broke down. Man, I'm trying to say, literally, me and Nate were, man, to the, like, some stuff, look, me and Nate, car was messed up, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
We got robbed.
Oh my gosh.
Like, so many different things
happened
within this past 2 months, y'all, that to the point that y'all don't even know, like, just, it was just such a long process, such a rough and dark, you know, time for us, but we kept going because we knew God had us for us. You know what I'm saying? He kept giving us these signs that don't stop.
Literally, bro.
And that's the message for everyone who's watching. You have a dream, don't stop. It's going to get hard. It's going to get rough. You're going to fail. You're going. Sometimes you almost, like, sometimes even get close to death. You know what I mean? It sucks. It sucks to be to get that morbid. But if we're being honest, like, it's a possibility.
That's how like it sometimes leads to. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You have to, like, the God has to put you through these tests and really see how bad you want it.
How bad you want it. And it's okay to fail. You know what I'm saying? But it's not okay to give up.
1,000%. You know, and that's something that, you know, I think that really helped me and Nate kind of grow to the point. Like, even us, you know, we was getting into stuff. You get what I mean? Like,
for real.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's because, like, life, bro, it's funny. You know, it's hard. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, it's something you gotta keep going through. You know,
right.
And specifically for you, to the point, I know some of y'all wonder, yo, what's this new setup, et cetera, because we got some things going on, man. You know, right now, you know what I'm saying, we here, you know, at Frostburg University, you know what I'm saying, man. Shout out, you know, with this beautiful setting. But to the point that Nate has a great testimony that I think all of us can really, you know, appreciate. You know, to the point that he literally, by the grace of God, he was able to be here. You know, and like literally. So, but go ahead, Nate. I'm gonna give you the stage.
I mean, I honestly, you know, it's rough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like these last couple of weeks, I'm not gonna lie, it's just been such a I just felt God's presence, sort. Like, even though I was going through a lot, bro,
for sure,
I knew God was somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because go. What you about to say?
It's this sense of peace throughout the storm. You get what I'm saying?
Facts. You know what I mean? And one thing I want to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, is when you going through something, when you going through hell, you thinking you burning in fire or something.
Right,
man, Tom, bro, I want y'all to understand that God is seeing how much your faith is.
Yeah,
because I was in a situation where I was just like, you know what, it's whatever. How am I supposed to have faith if all these things are happening to me? Mm-hmm. But then I realized I was like, you know, God really spoke to me and said, if you really want it that bad, give me all your problems, give me all your situations, and I'm gonna turn them to things that you never thought you would have had. You know what I'm saying? So when I did that, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I didn't think I was gonna, like, you know, get this far. You know what I'm saying? And bros, this whole thing with school and stuff, man, I accepted the fact that I wasn't going to school.
Right.
I accepted it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the whole thing. Like, God blessed me in a way where, you know, the people around me, you know what I'm saying, they even reached out to me and said they'll help me. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's God through them coming to me.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? They walking in the spirit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? God said, I want you to help him. You know what I'm saying? So it was in a way where it's like that. I'm here.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying? I'm here now, bro.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Crazy.
It's to the point, like, literally, like, today's Saturday, and 2 days ago, he got that call that he can go to school.
Nah, for real.
2 days ago. So for a week, like, for everyone who's watching, you know,
right.
For some people who's watching, they also probably been through this. I most definitely been through this last year, and it's not being in a situation where you can't go to the school you already been to or can't go to your dream school is one of the worst feelings ever. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things that happen in life, you know what I'm saying? Family members die, you get what I'm saying? Heartbreak.
All the time.
But it's something different. Like, truly, it's a different experience.
Right.
A different aura, a different environment.
Facts.
When you just can't go to school. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you want to go to school.
Especially when you have friends who are all going to school, right, bro, and you just stuck
I'm trying to
home,
tell you
know what I'm saying, still working that job.
It's a different type of darkness, man. And, you know, like, literally, I, like, to the point I really, like, was praying to God for Nate, you know what I'm saying? I was like, not that you never give up or nothing like that, but it was one of those things where it's like, man, you know, it's like, dang, like, it's getting bad. It's getting bad, you know? And even for me, who's very optimistic, you know, and knows that, you know, everything is meant for our better good, I felt not pity for Nate, but I felt nothing but, you know, I empathize with him because I've been through that, you know what I mean? And that ultimately, like, being in that situation for me last year, you know, put me in one of the worst mental states of my life. You know what I'm saying? That led me to be hospitalized. You know what I'm saying? So I get that, you know? But like you said, it's this supreme power, bro, of having faith. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's little is better than none. Little's
better than none. For
and real. That little faith that he had, that he just held on with literally that pinky finger. Cause I'm telling you, it was getting close. You know,
when I tell y'all, like, I was getting to the point where I was gonna give up. You know what I'm saying? But there was every single day was a sign of God saying,
just wait.
Like, just wait. You know what I'm saying?
Just wait.
And it's crazy because you mentioned how literally 2 days before I go to school, which is true. 2 days before I go to school, I got that phone call.
Right.
I got that phone call. Yo, you going to school? Hey, I'll help you out. Blah 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 blah. I ain't gonna get to the details, but just know that God was working.
Yeah.
God was working
overtime, overtime,
all the time, man.
And I can most definitely resonate with that to the point last year. You get what I'm saying? After the crazy. That's the understatement.
You're right. Yeah.
The month of June I had. You get what I'm saying? And that whole summer to the point I literally quit both my jobs. I really had to recover from that month of June. It was really that bad for me.
Yeah.
That I didn't register for school until the week before school started. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was literally in the same boat as you, theoretically, to the point I was like, man, I'm about to give up. You get what I'm saying? I'm about to give up.
It's normal. We human. You know what I'm saying?
But like you said, like I'm telling you, like that's why truly people are watching. Like I ain't trying to sanctify no one. I ain't perfect, nothing like that. But I'm trying to tell you, when you have that confidence, not in yourself but within God, you're gonna walk around with so many different blessings, so many a different type of confidence in yourself.
Nah, for
because
real.
you know you're gonna be all right,
bro. And that's the thing. I've gotten to that point. Not fully yet, but I've gotten to that point. Everything I've gone through, bro, like I've been in a situation where I've gone through so much. Even now, like in the present, I've had monitors break on me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro. Hold on. No, wait. Quick, before, bro, look, let me explain that right now. You know what I'm saying? Nate just moved in. Everything's great. Right. You feel me? Literally, in the process of him literally having to edit one of our videos, the monitor breaks literally. So when I say we had to we had to refocus. We had to first of all stop cleaning. Stop cleaning. No, everything was a mess.
Yeah.
But stop cleaning, and then we had to get a whole new monitor. You get what I'm saying? And look, hey. That's money,
it's money, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Money. But it's one of those things where it's about business and it's about it's the little things.
The sacrifices, man.
Like you be like, God, really?
Like
we here?
Like you know what I'm saying?
Like maybe the monitor break after, you know what I'm saying? right. But it's that confidence, you know what I'm saying, within that storm that you can only get through God. And for me, that's what it was last year, to the point I was like, yo, I have no idea what my life is heading, but I know I'll be okay. So last week, by the grace of God, I catch myself in Montgomery College. Wanting to go there, getting into my dream school. Got into Morehouse. I got into Howard. I got into Maryland. I got into UMBC. I got into every school I literally applied for, including Frostburg. I got into every school I applied for. To the point that I'm like, yo, I'm smart enough to go to any school I need, any school I want to, right? Yeah. But why am I at Montgomery College? And for me, that was a really hard thing. I was like, why am I here? What am I doing? And by the grace of God, God blessed me with an angel by the name of Denise Graves, and she was just she called me, she was a counselor, and I said, hey, I'm all over the place. I said, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Fast forward, what the freak? Like, school starts next week. She said, where you at? I said, I'm downstairs in school. She said, really? She said, come upstairs. She said, I've never had a student come in my office in 32 years.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? To the point, of course, and people who are in college, bro. College counselors are, respectfully, they don't care. They don't.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? College counselors really do not care, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They here for they don't even help you with your schedule. They just say,
go talk to your advisor.
right. And guess what the advisor say? Go talk to your counselor.
Like what's going on here?
But she really, she was more than a counselor, bro. I really call her my fairy godmother. You feel me? Because she literally
that's nice.
She said, okay, talk to me. And the whole 3 months I experienced of that summer, she let me vent everything. She had with my schedule. And counselors don't handpick your schedule. Maybe at some institutions for freshmen, but overall they don't. Especially at Montgomery College. So long story short, she helped me with that. And she literally said, you're special and I see a light in you. These are people you need to meet. And she literally introduced me to 3 of the people, which helped me get to the point where I'm at right now as secretary of the Student Government Association, vice president of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. So many different things. I almost met the president through a lot of people because of her. Of course, I put in the work, but I always got to give credit to her. And for that, I'm most definitely grateful and thankful for her. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, for real.
But like you said, it's God. You know what I'm saying?
It's God. It's God.
He presents himself
through other people.
Most definitely.
It's crazy,
and
man.
And it's in the most randomest moments, right? The most randomest moments that will catch you to the point that after after that moment happens, you're sitting there just
it's one of those random moments
that you just gotta sit.
But then there's one of those randomest people. Like you wouldn't think it's that person.
Yeah, right.
You're like, hold up.
Right.
I haven't talked to you in how long? Are you blessing me?
Most definitely.
You're
most
like,
definitely.
wait.
Even for right, yeah.
No, it's like it's so crazy to me because it's like, dude, I feel like God does that to be like, this person has to be in your life. In a way, because it's like not just to be in your life, but to kind of show
how powerful I am. I can use the most irrelevant people in your life to change your life. You get what I'm saying?
That was good. Yeah,
and that's how it be. And that's how really like it's the small things that really everything, you know, that can really change your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in Back to the Future, they call it the butterfly effect. But there's so many different things in the world that happen to you that's really meant for a reason. Yeah. But because it's so hard to like look at things 3-dimensionally, you have to look at it face value. You only be able to see what's in front of you. So you can look at the bigger picture. And I tell people all the time, it's like, yo, it's like sometimes your purpose isn't meant to please you.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Right. Especially during the process.
Oh, what?
You be like, I don't want to do this.
No. I'm trying to tell you, it's respectfully, it's even to the point where you really have yourself questioning God to the point, say, bro, well, what am I like? Why are you doing this to me? You get what I mean? Like, why are you doing this to me? Because when you're actually, especially for all my true God-fearing people, when you're actually in that process of finding your purpose through God, the first thing he does is isolate you. You get what I'm saying? Right. Once you're in that hyper season where you're like, yo, thank you, God. You're reading your Bible, you do whatever the heck it is you're doing. He's going to put something in your life that's meant to be an obstacle to the average person. But that's meant to be like a stool for you to say, you know what? Now all that time you was praising me, let's see what that actually means now. You get what I'm saying? You can praise him when life is going great, but you can't praise him when life's going bad.
Bro, like if you question God, and it's like it's one of those things where it's like you have to be in a really tough situation.
Yo, bro, what?
Tough situation because you never want to question God because it's like it's in a way where it's like he has a plan for you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about me, bro. I nowadays I don't let stuff bother me no more. You know what I'm saying? I let it. It can bother me, but I won't let it bother me because I know that these obstacles, and I pray every day. You know what I'm saying? I pray every day. I read every day. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's like, I know if I do these things, and I know what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? To get closer to God, God gonna make a way.
Right. No, 1000%. And for me, how I look at it is like, bro, the things that I've been through, and the fact that I have no idea how I got it out. You know what I'm saying? Got out of it.
Nah, for real.
I know I'm going to be okay. I don't take God's power for granted, but I look at it as that I have no reason to stress. You get what I'm saying? I have pure and true trust within him.
Because he's gotten you out the deepest gutters
absolutely.
ever.
Now, but guess what? You know what I'm saying? It's a relationship. It's not religion, to the point that I have to have him now to say, you know what? I'm going to avoid the things that can cause me to be in those situations again. You get what I'm saying? Right. And most definitely, I'm going to praise you even in advance. You know what I'm saying? I know that whatever I've been praying for, you're going to answer it. Not when to the point I'm going to forget about it. See, I'm going to forget about the prayer I've been praying for years. And then I'm in that season, I'm like, dang, this is actually what I prayed for. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Best for anything. And that's why it's so important. You know what I'm saying? Just really try to just be alone, bro. Like, it's okay to be alone. It's okay to, you know, it's okay to question yourself. Because you're learning. You're trying to figure out who you are. You get what I'm saying? It's okay to question your friendships. Because sometimes you have to ask those hard questions, really tell your friend, yo, are you really for me? You know what I'm saying? I see you're with me. Yeah, be with me every single day, but are you for me?
Like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are you meant to be in my life to help me grow? Not just about how many things we did in the past, how long you've known me, you get what I'm saying? Because both our moms were best friends. None of that stuff matters. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've lost the dearest and closest friends to my life who I've had 10 plus years relationships with. You get what I'm saying? And respectfully, God knows I love them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right. Look at the things I've accomplished in just 1 year without them. That doesn't mean that I take for granted who they were at one point in my life. But I'm just saying you can never hold someone else more valuable than yourself, no matter how much they've done for you. Yeah. But to the point, people are going to look at me right now and say, that's crazy. That's a controversial statement. You get what I'm saying? Right. Why am I loving someone else more for what they've done instead of myself than what I've done for myself? I can love them. I can be grateful for them. You get what I'm saying? But I have to have my own love for myself. Right. But guess what do people call it? You cocky. No, but that's the whole thing. I'm not going to lie, and that's something I got to deal with. People going to call me cocky for the rest of my life. That's okay.
It's okay.
That's 1,000% okay, because you're not going to understand the things that I had to go through for me to build this confidence. You get what I'm saying? You didn't see behind the scenes the days and hours I was crying to myself, asking God, why, when it's going to stop?
That's why it's very important to really understand your value and really understand that other people's point of views don't matter.
Yeah, and most important, exactly, to the point, people's point of views don't matter, even their point of view of you. To the point you don't even have to explain yourself.
You don't have to. You don't have to explain yourself. Don't explain yourself, because you are living the life that God has given you to live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the seal of improvement right there.
Right. Exactly.
But you don't drink? Nah. Why? No. I don't.
I don't. Don't explain yourself.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing it.
Nah, right. Exactly. Like if someone asks you, do you do crack? No. Simple question right there. Simple. No, why? You know what I'm saying? Hey,
exactly.
Bro. Hey, are you a lawyer? No. Why not? You know what I'm saying? These are simple things that no one will ever question you about. When it comes to your personality and to your identity, they want to start asking questions, and you're stupid enough or insecure or not mature enough, and that's okay. It's not saying that that's your fault now, but it's going to be your fault later if you don't do the things necessary to change these things.
Yeah.
And you keep explaining and fall into this trap of trying to people please and try to be better or try to be a version of yourself so people can like you. And I was people. You get what I'm saying? I was someone who wanted people to like me for me because I'm a great guy. I'm a great guy. You get what I'm saying? I'm a great freaking guy.
Yeah.
But I want everyone else to look at me as a great guy. You get what I'm saying? People love me. I want people to love me as much as I love myself. But when I focus on other people in my life instead of me being the sole and the main character,
right? The main character,
you get what I'm saying?
The core, yeah.
Then what's going to happen? I'm gonna start feeling less valuable, and that's why people always try to be a part of everybody's crowd. When I'm alone in my crib, what you doing right now, Daniel? I'm chilling. Yeah, you trying to go out? No, ain't no point. I'm chilling. There's no point.
There's no point.
That doesn't mean you can't have fun, but for me, there's no point.
Right.
I'm enjoying my peace. I'm okay with myself. My solidarity is literally something that's beneficial for me. You get what I'm saying? I have to be alone right now, so all love and respect to you. You get what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna see you when I see you. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of something like that you can that you really been trying to really want to get off your chest, because that you were saying a lot of people kind of like you would do things or say certain things to them. You get what I'm saying? That you feel is that like when you tell them, you help them out. You get what I'm saying? You're there for them. You're that person that they want to they need and want.
Right.
And you deliver.
Right.
But they don't deliver it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't do their piece of it, their job. You know what I'm saying? Why? How does that feel for you? Like when you constantly keep dealing with those type of people over and over and over.
Man, I'm gonna be real, man. Like I love helping people. You know what I'm saying? Like if you reach out to me, I like seeing that, because it's like you like, wow, they coming to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
hello. I mean, I know therapists, but I mean, right. I know little songs. I know little songs.
You know what I'm saying? And when people reach out to me for help, man, like I do my best to try to give them the best advice ever.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would never give somebody else an advice
that you wouldn't do for yourself.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it's like, if I help you, you know what I'm saying, and you kind of do that thing where it's like you're not really gaining what I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where it's like, it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you didn't understand me, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's one thing to be like careless and not like, how can I explain this? Because it's like
it's okay to be ignorant, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're intentional, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That intentional shows that you're intentionally disrespecting me.
Right.
But most importantly, that's something my uncle told me, and I think for anyone who's watching, because we have a lot of a lot of caring soldiers out there, people who, you know what I'm saying, put their heart out for a lot of people. You got to help yourself, you got to help yourself.
Right. You like that person that you reached out to can only do but so much.
And you have to understand, it's one of those things where it's like you helping them ideally is kind of like you training them. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That doesn't mean that you have to stop training them because they're not getting it. Right. That doesn't mean you have to start intensifying the workouts, you know what I'm saying, when you're training them. It's more of you have to understand, where they're at right now, and their life is for their best good. I know ideally you're not like they're doing a lot of bad things that's not good for them, especially if you have people out there in the faith who are trying to, really help their friends get closer to God.
Right.
But it's one of those things where it's like you just have to let them do their own thing.
Yeah.
Just as much as your parents, you want your parents to let you do your own thing when you you know what I'm saying, live your life. You gotta do the same thing with your friend. It's just a hard thing when you see that they're not doing the best thing that's for them. You get what I'm saying? But all you really can do is, like you said, to the point with your own problems, especially for us Christian out there. If you know what your own problems, right, that you gonna give it to God. Why aren't you praying for your other friend's problem and try to help give their problems to God? You're trying to be God for them.
God literally said, bro, it's like the best thing you can do as a Christian. One of the best things you can do as a Christian is pray for your friends,
especially for your friends,
because,
even,
bro,
and your enemies.
Yeah, no, because it's one of those things where you don't see your friends' lives all the time.
Right.
You're not aware all the time because you don't live their life. So your friends can be going through the worst stuff, bro.
Yeah,
the worst stuff. And praying for them is like one of those things where it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I see how you care for that person. Now I'm gonna use you to help him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
that's deep.
1,000%.
Yeah.
And to the point, sometimes when you help that person, you're actually helping yourself. Ooh. You get what I'm saying? You learn a lot through helping other people. You get what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real.
Like, to the point where, like, I'll have a deep conversation with someone for about 25 minutes, and really that conversation was God having a conversation with me. You get what I'm saying? To the point I was speaking in the spirit to another person, but that conversation that I had with that person, God literally made for myself.
See, one thing too, I've had this problem as well. There's this one thing that a lot of people tend to do, and you know, a lot of Christians out there, I feel like y'all can relate with this. You can be that Christian trying to help that one non-believer, right? But then the things you tell him, you're not doing yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and it's okay. See, look,
hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? But like, okay, none of us are perfect.
None of us are perfect.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like repetition can kind of lead to reality. You get what I mean? Okay. So I'm not saying to stop being real to your friend, but most importantly, you need to be real to yourself. Have a reality check to yourself. Facts. It's like, I can literally say, Nate, stop smoking. And I can smoke every single day. That doesn't take the value out of what I'm telling you, but that does take the credibility out of what I'm telling you. Because who am I to say, Nate, stop smoking is not good for you when I'm doing that? Right. Do you get what I'm saying? Right. So if you catch yourself doing that, that's where you have to sit. You have to really sit with yourself and say, what's going on with me? You know, you got to write. And not the people that the thing is, internal work, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual work, you know what I'm saying? Identity work, you know what I'm saying? The work that you got to put in to really help yourself. It's not talked about. It's not bragged about. But that's the most beneficial thing you can ever do in your life. Right. Is work on yourself. Not, you know what I'm saying, get in the gym. You know, don't get me wrong, working out in the gym is great. You know, but
that's what other people see from the outside. And that's not saying anybody has to see from the inside, because that's the whole point of the isolation phase. You know what I'm saying? Kind of working yourself, helping yourself get better, you know, structuring your craft, keeping the outside noise outside, you feel me? And keeping the inside noise inside, where you alone with God, whatever the case may be, you know, to kind of help yourself be, you know what I mean? Just a stronger person, you know what I'm saying? Someone that can really, you know, I don't know, like just become just real to themselves, like you said.
Hey, you not subscribe? Subscribe to the video, bro. Come on.
Sorry, you know what I'm saying? A quick little ad.
A little something.
But yeah, you know, I think, you know, a lot of people, no matter how old you are, we're still young. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that, we're young of knowledge, because every single day there's so many different things we can learn. Yeah. You know? And I think the best thing for everyone is just, like you said, it's easier said than done. But like how I like to say is, things are easier said than done because we live in a world where people say stuff they don't mean. You get what I mean? So if I say, hey, I'm gonna see you at 8:30, and he gonna be late, I can be an on-time person. You get what I'm saying? I can be someone who's very well at time management. But this world is so full of lies and people who don't stand on their word. It's hard for anybody's word to be respected, and that's the sad reality. To the point, and I'm not, a lot of y'all girls, you know what I'm saying, who watching this, you know, I'm being real with y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand, you know, there's a lot of men who does a lot of bad things, and y'all didn't deserve that. God knows y'all did not deserve that. You know, I'll be honest and be transparent to the point. I haven't been the best, at least definitely in the past, you know, before my, you know, my walk with God. To the point I was never disrespecting women, but I most definitely was not respecting women. You get what I'm saying? I was never treating them the way they need to be deserved. You get what I'm saying? I was coming in selfish, you know, hit them up on my time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But you know, it's one of those things you got to look at yourself and say, why did you do that? You get what I mean?
Right.
And the whole point is, I had trust issues. You get what I'm saying? But not trust issues because people did things to make me lose my trust. I didn't trust myself. And I didn't trust myself because I didn't know myself.
You didn't trust yourself. Like, is it one of those things where it's like you don't trust that you'll be able to really be in this relationship with all your heart?
No. It's not even one of those things. It's one of those things where it's like, because in the Bible says it, a man who's double-minded is one of the most unstable people. So it's one of those things where, because of course we're young, you know what I mean? Right. But because my mind wasn't focused, because everything, I knew, I had the intuition. That's one thing God blessed me with when I was early. I had the intuition to understand my mind will not get me through this relationship. Not my loyalty, but my mind. You get what I'm saying? So I knew I couldn't trust myself because I never knew what it is that I was going to be thinking or what my mindset was at. Because my mind was all over the place. You get what I'm saying? Right. So even to the point, like a year ago, it's still prominent.
Right. Yeah.
And that's right now what I'm doing right now. My phase of, you know what I'm saying, celibacy and just walking with God. I understand, bro, that the reason my mind was just all over the place, because, you know, God created me with a lot of creativity, because I wasn't putting my mind towards nothing, and specifically nothing beneficial towards me. You get what I'm saying? That's real, bro. And a lot of things people do, we do a lot of things, don't even know why we're doing it. We do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? People, you hit up that shawty, you don't even like her, but you bored. And right. Girls, you know what I'm saying? I ain't glad, hey, y'all ain't free either. You know what I'm saying? Y'all allow a lot of BS from a lot of men who you know 6 years from now you should have never even gave a second to. You get what I mean?
Yeah. It's one of those things, bro. It's like we're young, like you said, and we lack knowledge. A lot of us, you know, and be real. You know what I'm saying? So we do things where it's like, why? Like, you know, it's no point of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for me, you know, I was lost. I was so confused. You know what I'm saying? I was really trying to fit in and trying to be, you know, someone that I really wasn't. And when I was in that, you know, state of mind, it was just like, bro, like, I didn't know how to like find myself.
No, exactly. And that was one of the key reasons why I couldn't trust myself, because like you said, we all know within our spirit who we are or what we should be doing. You get what I'm saying? What we should be following, the crowd we should be hanging out with.
Right.
So, but my actions were not aligning with my spirit, with my knowledge.
With your knowledge.
Exactly. So if I know I should not be hanging out with this crowd, I know I shouldn't hit up that girl.
Right.
I know that friend, even though as long as I've known them, isn't good for me, but I still do opposite what I'm supposed to do. You can't trust yourself because you're not trustworthy with your own self. You're not respecting your own boundaries. Deep. So the point, if you can't respect your own boundaries, you're not gonna be able to trust yourself. You can't trust another woman, another man to be faithful to you if you can't even be faithful to yourself.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why the biggest thing about, like you said, but within your single season, like you said, number one, you can find yourself. Like I said, I don't like this phrase "find yourself" because that means you're telling yourself that you're lost. Sometimes people are lost, but when you're lost, you're gonna start looking for something you have no idea what you're looking for. You get what I'm saying? So I look at it as you're not finding yourself. You get what I'm saying? You're going after yourself. You get what I'm saying? You're truly actually figuring out, you know what? This is
the real me.
Right. This is who I am.
This is who I am.
I'm acting like who I am.
And that's the thing, bro. People, you got to go through that.
Oh, yeah.
You got to go through.
You need to.
It's mandatory because you really wake up and open up. Your mind opened up to a whole different world. You're like, it's like stages.
Yeah.
You know, the first stage is I'm a kid. I'm going to just follow everybody. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Chapters, you know what I'm saying? Chapter 1, boom. Chapter 2, out the way, boom. 3, okay, whoa, I'm really trying to understand, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm really understanding.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, especially for all my book readers, but chapter 3 to 6 be like, what the frick is going on?
Right.
But like, that's the whole thing. It's like, our life is a book. So to the point when we in chapter 3 to 4, and a lot of the crazy stuff be going on, we trying to tell ourselves, wait, bro, can we just get to chapter 20? You get what I'm saying? But we still think about chapter 2. Ooh. You know what I mean? Because where people are so caught up in the good days, past tense, you get what I'm saying? Or they're too focused on the bad days, present tense, or they're too anxious about what's going on in future tense. You get what I'm saying? People have the wrong perception of time. That's why people never make the right decisions in the right time.
You think that's why people always be like, you know, stories always have a happy ending?
You know what I'm saying? I think people
Sorry, no.
like no. You know, I think why people like to the point. You ever heard? I know you heard the saying. You know, right person, wrong time. Bro, no. It was the right person. You just weren't in the right mind.
Right. Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
It wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Right person, wrong time. It was right person, wrong mind. You get what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's life is just so funny, bro. Like it's just so funny. You know what I mean? Like, and the best I say, God has a sense of humor. It just takes a minute to understand the joke. You know what I mean? So really, it's just like when you just like that's why like the best. And the first thing Jesus said was to sit. You know what I mean? Jesus said a lot of things, but the first thing he said to sit. And by sit, it's literally just waiting, being still, and being quiet. Because you can learn the most when you're quiet. It's actually just a fact that you can't learn when you're talking. You get what I'm saying? You hear. You might process, but you'll forget. Ooh. You get what I'm saying? That's why in a lecture, the teacher talks, everyone else is quiet. They ask questions to help, you know what I'm saying? To help, what's the word? To help edify, right, you know what I'm saying? What they're already learning right now.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Okay.
But that's why it's so important to ask the questions. You ask the hard questions. If you like that guy, but you know he's giving you red flags, why don't you confront him on those red flags you got? You get what I'm saying? Ooh, and you see that girl to the point, you know what? Hey man, I got close with God. I'm only going to mess with a God-fearing woman, but she look good, but you see her doing everything else that's not godly, but you're scared to ask that one question that's going to help you figure out if she's the one for you. Are you God-fearing? You get what I'm saying? Right. Certain different things. That's for everyone has, everyone has their list. Everyone has their et cetera, the things that they know that they need, the things that they know they won't accept.
Right.
But they'll go ahead and say F that because this person looks good.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? F that because F that business decision because it's whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah.
I know this isn't the best thing, but YOLO. You get like there's so many different it's like I'm trying to tell you. Let's not get parts. Like I'm talking too much. No, but like there's so many different things, bro, that we do, and I just laugh because it's like, oh my gosh, like the amount of stupid things I've said, like that's why I thank God for the cell phone, bro.
Bro, no, I mean I've done so much stupid things, man. It's funny because the person I am today, bro, I just be looking back at that stuff. I'm like,
no, like
how?
No, bro. Oh my gosh, no. Especially people who know me from high school, bro. Oh. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, Mom, I'm sorry, but like your son was out here. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
no, I mean, it's cool though. I mean, we had those moments, bro. You know what I'm saying? We had those moments, and it's really incredible to see. Like, that was chapter 1.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh my, yeah,
that was
for sure.
chapter 1.
For sure.
Looking back at those chapters, you like, yo, hold up, like
damn.
I kind of don't want this like book to end now, like because I'm in the stage where it's like I'm really creating myself.
Yeah, I like that. You're now actually living the story. You get what I'm saying? You're now actually living the story. You know what I mean? So you can actually be appreciative of those bad chapters.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because not that you know what's going to happen in the next chapter, because God knows and you have no idea what's going to happen next.
Bro,
chapter.
That's the thing, bro.
But you're confident that the next chapter, good or bad, is going to be okay. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
The point is, I made it to another chapter. That. Like that's the good. That's the good thing.
That's the good thing.
That's me being okay. I made it to the next chapter.
The growth part of it is
you still alive.
Yeah. It's amazing to see, and it's an amazing feeling to really like not feel some type of way when you're looking back at those moments because you're like, yeah, I might have done that, but like, look at me now, bro. Yeah. Like, I'm really him, bro. You know, I'm not cocky or anything, but like, I'm him. Doing me.
I'm him.
I'm him.
I don't feel bad about it, but I'm him. I've always been him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
You can tell him, her, they, whoever. I've been him.
I've always been him. I just had to find him. You know what I'm saying?
I had to act like him. You know what I'm saying? I really had to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's sorry. Like, I don't, hey, I feel bad for some people who look at me as someone not approachable or, arrogant, conceited, because that just shows that your insecurities, you know what I'm saying, are blinding you from the great spirited man that I am. You know what I'm saying?
People like to look at the outside and judge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And judge wrong. You're judging very inaccurately. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how many people, like, it's to the point, like, people always test my vibe. They can always look at my vibe and be like, yeah, he's that. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But they mind because how I look like. You get what I'm saying? Man, I don't know. Dreadhead, dark skin tattoo.
Boy with the dreadhead, like
all types of stuff.
He tall.
Right. To the point, what they would do prior, you know what I'm saying? The whole my actions past tense, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I heard about what you did. Oh, wait, you're Danielle? I've heard that, bro. I got those looks.
That'd be fun.
I've gotten those looks, bro.
Yeah.
And what I learned that I should have done is done the exact same thing when I introduced myself. Yeah, I am Danielle. Mm-hmm. So that was Danielle, but I'm Danielle. Ooh. You have to re-meet me. You get what I'm saying? I'm not the same person I was yesterday. You get what I'm saying? Because every single day I'm getting 1% better.
1% better.
You get what I'm saying? So if we talking 2 months, if 2 months, you know, so that's 60 days. You get what I'm saying? That means I'm 60% better.
Yeah, and I'm be real with y'all. You know, look, you know, me and Danielle most definitely had our, you know, share fares of, you know, conversations where we have to really get into it and really communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like really understand each other and really like talk, because that's the most important thing about it, man, especially with business, especially whatever you want to do, especially if you're with, you know, with a partner, you know what I'm saying? We bros, so we really got to keep it real with each other, you know what I'm saying? And that's been something that really helped us grow strong. For sure. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I had my fair shares of, you know, things that I needed to work on, you know, we both did. Yeah. But we both definitely, you know what I'm saying, reached out and talked, because that's the whole thing about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole part of your journey too.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like you gotta really, you know what I'm saying, even if you're by yourself, you gotta sit down, have a sit down conversation with yourself. Or, you know, with us, we had a sit down conversation with each other.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Quick question. What do you think is the most 5 important things of a relationship, like off the top of your head? Most 5.
Respect, trust, faith. I mean, faith is God in the middle of it. It's just communication. Yeah.
You said faith, respect, trust, God, and communication. Right. So those are all the things you need to do to yourself. Those are all the things you do to yourself.
Yeah.
But we don't. You can love her, or, you know what I'm saying, or him. You get what I'm saying? You can trust him or her. You get what I'm saying? You communicate with him or her. You can respect him or her. You can even pray to God about him or her. But you never incorporate those things in relationship to yourself. That's why no matter how much you think you're a good person or a good partner, you never will be.
That's the thing. That's deep. That's so deep.
Because you're not good to yourself.
You're not good to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You might preach what you say, but you might not preach what you do.
So if you're not even good to yourself, that means you're not even good.
Do what you preach, my bad.
I agree. But if you're not even good to yourself, that means you'll never be good for yourself. Which means you can never be good for him or her.
Right. That's a lot of things, man. Because it's like people always, you know what I'm saying, they want a lot, but they don't do a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want this. They want this person. You know, they want that person. But they really want they don't do what they you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want the result, you want the destination, you don't want the journey.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something that actually, you know, a fortune cookie that I received. There's 2 fortune cookies I received after that long time I did that last week, that week before college last year.
Right.
It was following that conversation with Dr. Graves, and it said, "Congratulations, all your work is going to pay off."
Wow. That's a blessing.
Then that was the days after that I figured out, boom, my FAFSA got cleared, you know, school's free, etc. So many different things, etc. that helped me out. Secondly, the next one was treat life as a journey. You don't have to figure everything out. You get what I mean?
And I say that.
Enjoy it.
You know what I'm saying?
You get what I'm saying?
I said this before and I'm going to say it again because it's real, but control what you can control.
Yeah.
Control the things that God has put in front of you, and you're gonna go through failures no matter what.
Yeah.
Don't try and go around it because it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Trust. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's just like I don't know what else you gotta say, man, before we close out.
I mean, you know, it's, you know, I'm really just thankful. You know what I'm saying? Thankful for Nate. You know what I'm saying? Thankful for God.
That.
Thank you for you know, everybody who's watching. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the ladies. But really, you know, really just I'm just thankful for the countless of support. You know, truly. You know, like I can't really put into words how much it really means to me. The people who really checking in on me, people who asking, you know, even the people who even say I want to be on the podcast. I'm not gonna lie,
real,
all y'all not getting on, but you know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's cool. You gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you a shout out. Hey, look, I'll follow you back on the ground.
Hey,
you know what I mean? But you know, but all seriousness though, you know, like I'm truly and remarkably thankful. You know what I'm saying? And blessed for everyone, even 60 something subscribers, you know, maybe the 120 something, you know, Instagram follow. I'm truly thankful for every single last one of y'all. You get what I'm saying? And you know, I just hope, you know what I'm saying, that y'all wait with us, y'all stay patient with us.
Yeah,
kind of letting y'all know, you know what I'm saying, when we get these things out, when we really posting and really giving y'all what y'all need to hear, I promise y'all will not regret, you know what I'm saying, that decision of you pressing that follow button.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. Hey, look, hey, we back, baby. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't never left.
Hey, we ain't never left. You know what I'm saying? We been on our grind.
We been here.
You know what I'm saying?
We been here. We staying here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But
hey,
man.
Look, y'all be safe.
You love
feel
y'all.
me? We love y'all, and you know what I'm saying? Hey, let's be serious. We out of here.
Yeah.
Bye.
comment, subscribe. What you talking about?